Let's go to some phone calls. Rick in Arizona, you're on the air with Birgitta Jonsdottier, one of the main leaders in Parliament, defeating the scumbag banks. Go ahead, Rick.
Yes, thank both of you for fighting for freedom. I appreciate it. I have a question that has to do with one of your Twitter questions about, I don't know if is it a president that runs Iceland? It's the leader of Iceland, or they call him a president, or...
Well, we have a president, and then we have doesn't really have a lot of power. But the main power lies with the Prime Minister of Iceland and the Finance Minister. They sort of co-share their power. Okay, well, here's the subject that I have here is for Alex also. I don't know if your staff that watched the whole Benedict Beck last night, but at the end of his show, he was discussing the 93% voted no to pay it back and the 1% voted for it. And then at the end of that part of his segment, he did mention that the leader of Iceland said that they will repay it. And was he saying this is good because he supported the banker bailout? Yeah, I don't know if that. But I mean, he always flip flops. I mean, he's calling for new taxes to pay the bankers, value added VAT. Did Beck imply it was bad that Iceland said no? No, he did not imply that, but he did mention that the leader of Iceland said that they will pay it anyway, and he was just kind of, and so I don't know if he was doing a flip-flop like that. So was he supportive of Iceland? He was supportive of their vote, yes. But well, good for him. Good for him. I saw him do some good work last Friday. I want to like Glenn Beck. It's just that I appreciate your call. Herman in New York, you're on the air with Miss Jonsdottier.
Yes, hello, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have a question and a comment. I'm going to go with my comment first. Did you see the article about how the states might not be returning some of the illegal tax money that the U.S. citizens are paying to the bankers, that they may actually hold it due to their state deficits? Absolutely, and now they're saying, that tax return that Obama was going to give you, now most of you won't get it. But I'm going to let you go, Herman, because these are questions for our guest here. She's here especially for this. Cody in Washington, you're on the air. Go ahead.
All right, thanks. And I just want to say I love Iceland, by the way, the music, the culture, the people, and everything. And my question is what would you suggest, if you could, that we as citizens could do who were born into this corrupt system? What can we do to make a change, like you guys are in Iceland, to stand up to our, in our own... Well, they got involved. They got educated. They took action. Birgitta comments on what he just said. How do we mimic and learn from your success? Exactly like I said. Just go and do it. I mean, we had 8 weeks before election. We had no money, but we used the internet. We used... all reasons we possibly can do, and we went and talked to people everywhere, and basically because people were hungry for change, you could involve so many people. And what we decided to do was not to hang our agenda on left or right politics. We decided to have an agenda, a checklist, a sort of a hit and run movement that would go inside, for example, the Parliament and try to implement real changes there. It's simple. You didn't know the money, and you're not going to pay it. Exactly. We never got any of this money when it comes to iSafe. Why should we pay it? Why are the American people giving $28 trillion to the banks? Cody, thanks. Andy in Florida, you're on the air.
Hi. Well, Iceland was always the home to cigaros. Now it seems to be the home to freedom. And I just want to say that I've known a lot of Icelandic people, and I think that we as people who travel, we should visit Iceland and help support it. I'm just wondering, if we go there, I know there are issues with our credit cards being honored in Iceland. I'm just wondering, what are the day-to-day effects that Icelanders are feeling from this whole situation? Tell folks what there was food shortages, everything. Break it down. Well, we have all the credit lines opened again, and because it's a relatively small system, it was we could quite quickly recover or get back on track. There are no problems with any cards now or anything like that, so you can easily use your American credit card in Iceland or any credit card. What the big problem we're facing now is that, before the collapse we had like 1% unemployment.
In 1 month, it shot up to 10%, and now we're dealing with something around 14%. And people are, facing foreclosures, and the government isn't really capable of dealing with these problems because we're within this IMF program and they're keeping the interest rates really high, which is a total fail in a situation like this, where the interest rate should be similar as your interest rates, almost zero. So we are just, before, like in 2007, we were ranked, according to the UN standard, as the most developed nation in the world. There is like one of the richest nations in the world. So this is a huge leap in a really short period of time. And there is a massive exodus. There's a lot of people moving away from Iceland because they see no hope being here. And I think it is critical to stop that exodus and to try to find a common vision among the Icelandic people.
Absolutely. I mean, we see how the banks destroy societies. First world, the only first world country in Latin America, Argentina's been destroyed by them. And we see them holding you hostage, cutting off the credit cards, cutting off the trade, trying to force you into submission, but you said no. So it is important for people to support what you're doing. We're going to come back in a final segment with our guest. Earlier this morning, I got a call from Tyrell Ventura wanted to talk to me, and I was on a break. I had to go. And I think it had to do with this. We just got this. Jesse Ventura had an article up on Huffington Post. They offered me to write an article once, and I didn't even do it because I knew they would censor. And they sent him an email back after they posted it saying, we're not going to have your conspiracy theories up here. So we'll get Ventura's take on that in the next few days here. Yeah, I've now read the whole email. It's Dick Russell sent us this, the co-author with Jesse Ventura of American Conspiracies that we're selling out of the gates, discounted at Infowars.com. $5 off the book. Get a free film of your choice, DVD, at Infowars.com. And this is Hello. I'm the co-author of the book, American Conspiracies with Jesse Ventura. Wanted you to know about this. He sent this to our office. And the Huffington Post did an earlier review of the book. This review was just a part of a chapter. And they said, Huffington Post editorial policy laid out in blogger guidelines prohibits the promotion of promulgation of conspiracy theories, including those about 9/11. And we have removed the post. So we'll talk about this censorship. They invited Ventura to do this, and then when they saw it, took it down. That's why this material is important. That's why Iceland moving for freedom is important. Birgitta Jonsdottier, I cannot describe how wonderful this success is. I know you've got another hard road ahead of you, but the success you've had as a beacon of liberty and resistance worldwide to the parasitic banks, we salute you.
Well, thank you. I really hope that it will be an inspiration for others. And I carry on my call for support and that people will follow what will be happening in Iceland. Because I think it has, all the support we've felt from around the world, from, general public, supporting the Icelandic general public is extremely meaningful. And we set up this website, Save the People of Iceland, and we read some of the quotes from there. It was an official petition, support petition, and it was amazing to hear. We had a big rally protest. Oh, not me, I wasn't organizing it, but we found.
I'm glad you brought that up. Give us the website so people can support what you guys are doing. Give us your email for people that want to send you intel. Did we lose her again? Okay, let's get her back on the phone. That happened once before, but that's okay. Because here at the end of the show, I wanted to give out some of the websites. But again, this Ventura thing is outrageous. We're double, triple confirming it right now with his book being censored, the material being censored. Because people own a website, they can do what they want with it. But when you invite something, put it up, and then take it down and just say, oh, it's a conspiracy theory, that's wrong. This book in hardcover is very well written. For those that still read, you need to get it, but it doesn't matter. For the price of the book, you get a free DVD. So you're basically just buying the DVD, getting a free book. Look at it either way, Infowars.com. Jesse Ventura on with us for a full hour this Friday. And I've been wanting to get the co-author of the book on as well. We'll try to get him on tomorrow or the next day, or maybe even on with Ventura briefly on Friday to talk about this censorship that is going on. And again,